Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shaykon and this is the Future Mrs. Husband channel, period. You already know, okay? Thank you so much for returning to my channel for yet another video. This one I'm excited about, okay? So excited about this one. But yes, if it is your first time clicking on my channel or coming across this channel, guys, I haven't recorded for a while, so it's kind of a little bit rusty over here. But anyway, if it is your first time coming across my channel, thank you so much for being here. I hope and pray that you love the vibes and the vibrations and that you stick around. Honey, please stick around by simply subscribing to my channel. And to all my day ones and everyone that has been supporting me for a while, you already know that I love you. You know that I appreciate you. You are who you think you are. Welcome back, honey. But yes, as you can tell by the title of this video, we are going to do our first recap or review or reaction to a reality show. And this is actually weird that it's actually taking me this long to react to a reality show, seeing that I actually love reality TV. But better late than never. But anyway, this aircon is a little bit loud, so let's switch it off for now. But anyway, so let's get right into the tea of what happened on the first season of Young, Famous and African. It premiered on Netflix around about a week and a half ago. It's been the talk of the town. People are still talking about it. So I thought to myself, since you actually watched this season in one day, yes, I'm that girl, because once I start, I cannot stop. I actually finished watching everything in one day, and I was just like, I had a lot of views and actually enjoyed the season, so why not do a reaction video? So here we are. Now your girl came through prepared, honey, and I actually made some notes. One thing about me, I'ma make my notes. And yeah. This video is not necessarily good. This video is not going to be scripted, obviously, but I do have some notes that I have made because I don't necessarily want to forget anything. Yeah, so let's get right into it, right? If you have not subscribed yet, we are going to be giving you just a little bit of time to actually do that while I pour myself some of my McCain dry lemon. This is what I'm going to be sipping on today, because I could not find my non-alcoholic wine anywhere in the north. I cannot wait to move out of the north for the simple reason that we can never find anything here. It literally feels like we live in a village, guys. But yeah, grab something, sip on something. I don't know what you have in your fridge, but get something, honey. This is going to be quite a video. Paid $8 for this. I need to drink all my sins. But either way, don't want to spill this over. So let's get right into all the tea about this season, child, because it was really a lot of tea for us to sip on, and we're going to just, you know, tap into it on things that stood out for me, the cast members, how the dynamics actually work together, what they brought to the table, and who I honestly feel should not return for season 2 and why. Subscribe. Oh, I'm not supposed to have fizzy drinks, and this is gonna make me burp on camera again. But anyway, let's get right into it, honeys. Let's get right into it. Okay, welcome back, loves. I trust that you have poured something for yourself, or that for the next few minutes, have your undivided attention. There's a mirror this side, honey, and she looks good. She's me. Hi now. Okay, cool. So Young, Famous and African season 1 premiered on Netflix. Cannot remember the date, but it was like a week ago or so. But it definitely made waves on the internet. You know, a lot of people had some not so nice things to say about the show. Some had some good things to say about it. Some people were impressed by the production, some were not. I personally was definitely impressed by the production because the quality, honey, you're so impressed, okay? But yes, an amazing season, I would say. It was really entertaining for the first season, and I actually cannot wait for the second season to come through so that we can see who is still going to be on the cast, how the dynamics are still going to play out, I'm just waiting to see what the second season actually has in store for us, right? Especially because of the cliffhanger that we got before the end of the season. But yes, let me quickly get right into who is the cast for the show. Or before I do that, actually, what is the show all about? It's basically just a reality show. Going into the dynamics or the circles of the elite celebrities or African celebrities, that is. You know, we get to see a little bit of their work here and there and the drama that comes with being in those circles. Because, you know, sometimes you would feel that, you know, these people are all celebrities and they are the who's in life. So should they ever come together, things will just work out or whatever it is. And it's definitely not the case, because they're human just like you and I. And obviously we do not get along with just everybody that we meet. You understand? So yes, that is basically what the show is all about. I would have definitely loved to, I don't know, to see more depth to the show, you know what I mean? Because obviously when you think about your favorite celebrities having a reality show, you would want to see more of their lives, you know, like the behind the scenes type of thing, how they are with their families, and how they are with their families without makeup and the hair and all of that, just them being ordinary people, you know, maybe taking us back to where they grew up or whatever it is. I don't know, maybe this is something that we're going to be seeing as the seasons actually go on, you know, depending on how far the reality show itself actually goes. Okay, so for me, I would have definitely loved a little bit more depth, but I'm optimistic that they are going to come together and just deliver a little bit more come next season, right? But yeah, first things first, honey, let us introduce you to who the cast members are. When I look down, or if I do look down, it's because I have some notes like I mentioned earlier on, but this is just so that I don't forget what I actually feel the need to talk about. Okay, so cast members, Diamond Platnumz, right? He is one of the biggest stars that came out of stars, talent, whatever it is that came out of Africa. But he is definitely he is the biggest artist to come out of East Africa. We cannot even argue about that. Platnumz, Diamond Platnumz is he's doing the damn thing, okay? He's collaborated with the likes of Akon, the Snoop Dogs, and you already know, okay? But either way, then we have the Queen of Bling, Kanye, and she is a South African actress, TV personality. They refer to her as a gold digger. Who the hell cares? This woman has so much talent. Like, have you seen her act? Like, oh my god, I remember the first time that I actually saw Kanye act, I was just like, I did not expect this from her, but she's very, very talented. But yes, then we have Angeline Mube. Now, Andile is a TV personality, and he's a sports TV personality, but well known for his sports reporting or presenting or whatever. Definitely respected in that field in South Africa. And then we have the stylist of the stars, honey, Nigerian celebrities stylist and a major creative director. This man, ooh, he has the eye, he has the touch, and whoever is dressed by Swanky Jerry, you know you're dressed by Swanky Jerry. But yes, he was definitely an element in this whole dynamic that I really enjoyed. I would also say that Swanky has to be one of the best dressed men in the entire world. Like, he just drips swag from head to toe every day and all the time. Okay. Woo. But yes, then we have the beautiful Nadia Nakai. Nadia Nakai is an entrepreneur, but she is known to a lot of people as one of the best female rappers to come from Africa, or if to come, or in Africa. You get, guys, it's after 5. I just came from work, I'm tired, so if the English is not Englishing, I'm very but yes, other than that, on the cast we have Annie Idibia. She is a Nigerian actress. She is a TV personality and model, and she has endorsed so many brands. I was not familiar with who Annie was before or prior to the show, but I obviously had to Google her, and I'm like, dude, this woman actually has Like, she's done amazing things for herself, you know, and I'm saying this because she is the wife of Two-Face, Tubaba. So a lot of people refer to her as Innocent's wife, but she herself is such a talent and she has done amazing things for herself, okay? Then also on the cast, we have DJ Naked, who can definitely get it anytime from me. Did I just say that? He's my kind of man. But anyway, we have DJ Naked and his beautiful girlfriend Kaylee. And DJ Naked is a DJ. He spins at events, he spins in the club, he's a DJ on air, he works at Metro FM the last time that I checked. And I'm not sure if you are familiar with the segment Ask a Man that has been trending. Like, I think it trends every Monday on social media, especially on Twitter. Now he's the man behind that segment, Ask a Man, right? And then also his girlfriend Kaylee is a professional footballer, sexy, gorgeous girl. And then other than that, we have my favorite, the beautiful Zari the Boss Lady. Now she actually reigns from Uganda, but she is based in South Africa. She's been living there for a very long time. She is a socialite, musician, and a business woman. And should I mention it on, should I say it or not? Should I keep this one for later or now? She's a billionaire, honey. That's what I want to say. She said in one of the scenes, I'm a billionaire. I don't need to secure a man. And I was like, yes, honey. Even me. One day, I aspire to be like you. Okay, so I honestly enjoyed this season. And if you guys cannot see it on my face by now, I don't know. Then I'm probably not doing this video any justice, but let's get right into the tea, baby. So what I've actually decided to do, or how I'm actually going to recap this first season for you, I have actually broken it down episode by episode. It's not a lot because the season only had 7 episodes, right? So I'm going to break it down in terms of, on episode 1, this is what happened and this is what stood out, type of thing, right? I don't want this video to be too long, so let's get right into it, okay? So the first episode, titled Welcome to SA. Now this is when the Queen of Bling, Kanye herself, decides to throw a ball for all her friends. You would obviously know that some of the people live in South Africa, but some of them had to fly in, like Swanky, Jerry and Annie had to fly in from Nigeria, and our East African king, Diamond Platinums himself, obviously came from home from Tanzania, right, in his private jet, mind you. But yes, yeah, so she decided to throw this ball to welcome everyone to Sandton, and it was, I mean, for the Queen of Bling, honey, even the way that Nadia Nakai was inviting Swanky Jerry and Annie to the ball was just like, yeah, if Kanye is throwing a ball or if Kanye is throwing a party, like, it is nothing short of exquisite. It is just bling. I mean, she is the Queen of Bling and this and this. You get, so she was kind of hyping the whole ball up, and me knowing Kanye, I was expecting nothing short of exquisite, obviously. And then the ball happened. And to be honest with you, I'm not hating on my girl Kanye because I love her. But I was looking for exquisite, child, and there was nothing exquisite about that ball. Number 1, the venue, very off. I do feel that she definitely failed at the venue. I agree with Nadia Nakai. The venue was very off. It looked like this old building. I think that's the vision that she had. It was just an old building that looked very dull inside. They had guns and everything on the walls, and it was very dusty inside. Like, if you have seen the season, just go back to season 1, or to the first episode, sorry. If you have seen the show, go back to episode 1 and check the scenes at that ball. Like, it looked very dusty. Like, literally the footage was really bad. And this is coming from someone who commended the production in the first place. Like, the production, the visuals and all of that was sick, man. Loved it. But that scene, that ball, what was happening there? Okay, so by the way, so everybody's dressed to the gods and dripping and just looking so good. They arrive, there's a red carpet, and then fake paparazzi. Like, I get, you tried, what was that? What was that? I'm just like, are these paparazzi? What are they doing? And they're just snapping and snapping, and I'm just like, no, that is not what? No, just stop it. If you have a photographer, videographer for your event, yes, I get it. But that whole scene for me was just like, you tried it. But anyway, so other than that, I remember when Nadia, just going back to the scene where Nadia was inviting Swanky, Jerry and Annie to the ball, right? So she was like, the who's are gonna be there, and if you're not invited to a Kanye event, then you just know that you're just not a person, you get. And I understand what she's saying because of the caliber that Kanye is, or the type of woman that she is. But then they actually hired extras for the ball, because those were not the who's. Are you serious? Really? Like, we were not gonna pick up. I noticed, and now you have noticed too. Oh, now you're aware of it, and then when you watch it again, you're going to notice what I'm talking about. But either way, the ball, I was very unimpressed. It was not really, I wasn't very nice. Let me not drink too much of that because I want to burn. But yeah, the ball day arrives, everyone arrives, like I said. So now everyone is sitting around the table, right? The cast members now, so to say. A lot of those people know of one another, but they have never met. So at this table, you would notice how Diamond Platnumz is trying to woo Nadia Nakai, right? And that was all the doing of Kanye, because Kanye did mention at the beginning of the season that she wants to hook Nadia up with Diamond, and she also mentioned that Diamond, I want to hook you up with my friend Nadia, and what and stuff. And mind you, at this time, Nadia has a boyfriend. Yes, it's long distance. Yes, he's in America, but they're still in a relationship, right? So I kind of felt like, Kanye, like, your girl is in a relationship. What are you trying to do? Why are you trying to hook up with other people? But either way, so at the table, Diamond is like trying to flirt with Nadia, and Nadia kind of picks up his game, and it was kind of cute. But either way, the one thing that really stood out for me at this table was when they started having conversations about parenting. Now, the atmosphere became tense very quickly, okay? So Kanye decides to share with everyone how she chooses to raise her daughter, Kant. Now, Kant is 15 years old. Keep that in mind. So, she mentions that, you know what, I am just being the parent to my daughter that I didn't have when I was her age, or that I needed or wanted at her age. And I'm just letting my daughter make her own decisions. I'm letting her be more independent and all of those things and whatever. And then she mentions that if my daughter chooses to lose her virginity today, she can do it. She has my full permission to do whatever she wants to do. Annie and Andile are just like so perplexed and just that's Annie. And Annie's like, no, it's just so wrong. You know, Annie's Nigerian, and you know how they're raised, hey? So she's like, no, that is just wrong. Why would your daughter needs you, and what? And she was just like, I wouldn't raise my kids like that, blah, blah, blah. Angela, on the other hand, is like, I have 2 daughters myself, and just hearing how Kanye raises her daughter, really just, I'm struggling to raise my jaw from the floor, what, and I'm just like, y'all need to calm down, okay? But anyway, so furthermore, Kanye shares that her daughter, Kant, 15 years old, has her own apartment, okay? So Kanye is having an apartment in, I think it's, I forgot the name of the place, but someone from SA actually told me that, yo, if you knew where Kanye lives, like, it's such an expensive place, like, they have really amazing penthouses there and stuff, right? So she has her own apartment, right? And right next door to her is Kanye's apartment, okay? So you literally have to get out of Kanye's apartment to go into her daughter's apartment. Fine. But yeah, she was like, no, my daughter has to be independent, blah, blah, blah. She needs her freedom and stuff like that. Plus, I don't want to keep bringing men around my daughter and whatever it is, which I completely understand. And to be honest with you, I hear where Kanye is coming from. I mean, I don't agree with everything that she's saying, but at the end of the day, I can't really voice those things because Kanye is not my child, you know? But the little bit that I can say is, if I had Kanye's bag and I could afford that for my kids, I would probably do the same as well. Because from my understanding is that Kanye has her own apartment. The apartment next to her was probably available or up for sale. She decided to buy that apartment as an investment in Kanye's future, right? So then she thought, okay, cool, I'm seeing this guy now, he's around more often. So you have your own apartment next to mine, so you might as well live in your apartment that I bought for you because I got the bag, you get. So yeah, you know, Annie just reacted like, you know, I just would never do that to my kids and this and that, and my kids need my direction and stuff. She raised good points, but I would have to say that it is really important for us to know boundaries, and to know when to really voice our opinion in certain things, because what was happening is that I felt Andile and Annie were trying to project their views and opinions and how they raise their kids onto Kanye. So whatever is working for Kanye Bao and how she raises her daughter will not make sense to other people, but also in the same breath, how other people raise their kids will not make sense to her. So maybe, just maybe, it'll be a good idea for us to you know, choose to raise our kids however we want to, and let the people who have birthed whatever child have a say over that child's life. We're together. The scene quickly goes to something that stood out for a lot of us, and that was when Andile decided to take Annie to the side. They excuse themselves from the table and they just go sit in this lounge area type of thing, right? So they start talking. I'm sorry guys, like I just feel like this, I don't want to have like my boobs kind of peeking through, whatever it is, but anyway. So they sit at this lounge area and they're having a moment, right? So Andile is just like, you know what, I just saw something in Annie. I just feel like in this moment she needs someone to listen to her, so I'm just gonna talk to her. And I commend him for being there for her in that moment, because I feel that Annie is a woman that carries a lot of hurt and a lot of pain and a lot of trauma, and having someone listen to her is really all that she needs. And it really seemed like Andile was coming from a genuine place. They don't know each other, but I really love the compassion and, you know, empathy that he had towards Annie, because I also had the same, you know, feelings for her. But yes, so they're sitting in this lounge and they start talking about, I don't know, their kids or whatever it is, but then the scene quickly forwards to Annie opening up about everything that she has gone through in her marriage with Two-Face Baba, and how he has cheated on her multiple times, on how he has, you know, multiple babies outside of their marriage with so many different women and all of that. And then in that moment, Kanye Bao interjects herself into the conversation. And then she sits down and she's now, you know, it's my ball, I can go wherever I want to go. But dude, you see they're having a private conversation, but okay, it's your ball, you paid for the venue, I guess. But yeah, so she sits in between the both of them, and then Annie is just in her moment and she's so emotional and so teary, and she's now, yeah, he has all these kids on me and he's cheated on me so many times, and I struggle to trust this man, but he's my husband and we've been together for 10 years. Do you know the amount of embarrassment and humiliation that I've had to go through? And Andile is shocked at what he's hearing clearly. And then Kanye in that moment, I was quite disappointed in her, or her reaction in that moment, but she was like using that moment sort of like an ammo, you know, so to say that you're just opening up to people you don't know, now I've got you. And I was like, Kanye, no, I get that she had all the strong views about your daughter and how you're raising her, but no, boo, this is not that moment. But yeah, so for a lot of viewers, they felt that why would Annie be opening up to Andile or even to Kanye for that matter, or whatever it is, because it's so sensitive, you know, which I completely understand. But in that moment, I also related to Annie, right? So through everything that I've gone through in my life, and you know, a very difficult time in my life where I was, you know, struggling to make peace with a lot of things, healing from a lot of things and moving on from a lot of things, I too would find myself in spaces with people that I don't necessarily know, and I would open up about the shit that I was going through, right? And then later on it kind of hits you like, shit, you don't even really know this person, you just made, what the hell was that, you know? But then through therapy, I got to realize that all I ever really needed was for someone to just see me and see my pain and just listen, you get. So yes, I have my girlfriends and my friends that were there for me, I have a therapist and stuff, But man, if you are not healed from a lot of things in your life, that shit hits you hard, like just randomly. You get, it's like having a panic attack. It's not planned, whatever it is, it just comes boom, you know. So yeah, I could definitely relate, and that's why I say that she has a lot of hurt and so much pain, and I really wish that she would remove herself from that situation, move on and heal, because I strongly believe that for women who find themselves in situations like that, and I'm not going to speak on nobody's marriage because I'm not married, but for women who find themselves in situations like that, the moment that they realize their worth is when they realize and unlock their power. You get it? Yes, he's cheated on her with so many women and brought these babies in their lives or whatever it is. But I know for a fact that there isn't another woman that will be able to handle him like her. There isn't another woman that will be able to hold it down for him like her. You get? So she's like a comfortable space for him, and I think that's why Two-Face gets away with a lot of things, because he knows that this woman is really, really down for me and she loves me. Oh, but either way, that was the scene, right? So, episode 2, right? So this one was titled The Newcomer. So this is when the beautiful Zari, the boss lady, was introduced to us, right? So at this moment, Diamond Platnumz decides to throw a party, right? Sort of like, you know, welcoming everyone into his home. You know, he's rented, I don't know if it's like his rented home, it's probably his property, but he basically just had everyone over at his place for an Arabian night theme type of thing. Everyone was sitting on the floor, it was just food everywhere, the fairy lights in the garden, like it was cute, okay? The events that they had on the show were really, really nice. Like the spots, like apart from the ball, no, no. But either way, so at this party at Diamond Platnumz's house, that's when Zari was introduced, you know, because someone asked, oh, so who did you invite apart from us who are here? And then that's when Zari comes in oozing so much confidence. She's so beautiful. Yo, she's so gorgeous, yeah? So beautiful. She looked amazing in this white long dress, in just, you know, Tanzanian women, Tanzanian people in general, actually, like their culture sort of like blend into, you know, the Arabian culture, so to say, right? So their women actually cover up a lot. So Zari is the type of woman, like regardless of what she has on, she is sexy. And she had this long dress, but she stood out like, oh my god, from everyone, you know? But either way, so she comes to Diamond Platnumz's house, and you know, it's a little bit awkward because Diamond is coming on to Nadia at this point, and then he invites his ex-wife, who he still has a lot of love for. He clearly is very in love with Zari still, but also at the same time, Diamond actually admitted that I love Zari. I know that I made a mistake letting her go, but Zari deserves like someone better, not me, because I'm a player. He admitted that, and I actually respected that, you know. But then also something else that happened on the second episode was Annie and Kanye clashing. So Kanye took it upon herself to actually go over to Annie's house and have a little bit of a, who the hell did you think you were at my ball saying this and this about my parents? And you get. So Kanye was just like, yo, how dare you come at me like that about my parenting when you have your kids in Nigeria and whatever it is, you have left them for a month or whatever, however long duration this show or this filming is going to take and stuff and whatever. No, but my mother's with my kids and whatever. He's like, my child is fine, you know. The thing about Kanye's daughter, she's 15, but that girl is so matured for her age, hey? She's so matured for her age, very bright, very strong-minded, has a very strong personality, and very independent as well. I got introduced to Kans on Kanye's reality show that is on Showmax. You can check it out just to get an idea of who Kans is. Yes, I understand she's 15, but damn, let's just not talk about nobody's child and parenting. But yes, they clash, blah 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 blah. They get over it soon anyway. So in the same breath, in the second episode, Kaylee spilled some bean about her relationship with DJ Naked, okay? So she is basically just in a space where she and Naked can't seem to get on the same page. she's in a space where she wants to get married and she wants to get serious, and yes, Naked loves her and you can see that he wants those things, but in the same breath, this man has been married twice and he's a single father, and he is just not ready to take that step yet. And it makes sense, he's been married twice, you know. But yes, so she says that, you know, when he started courting me, or in the beginning of our relationship, he was really that man that would go the extra mile for me, you get. He would actually make me breakfast in bed, and when he does make me breakfast in bed, he would cut even the cheese in halves, you know, cute things like that. He would buy me jewelry, buy me flowers all the time, take me out to dinner, trips, whatever it is. But he doesn't do that anymore. So it's a little bit evident to a lot of us that Naked has become very comfortable in his relationship, and there are definitely a lot of people that tend to do that. Like, I'm going to chase you and I'm going to get you, and once I get you or I bag you, you're my woman now, right? So I'm just going to fall back. But there are also like a lot of women that do that as well. You know, you sell this whole picture or whatever it is to a man, that this is who I am and I do this and I do this, and then eventually you can't keep up the facade, honey, and then he's just like, damn, where's the person that I met in the beginning of this relationship, type of thing, right? But yes, third episode, Love is in the Air is what it was titled, and that is when they had that whole tea time soiree type of situation, and Zari and Annie sort of like got into a little bit of a heated tiff or whatever it is, because Annie confronted Zari that, yeah, at Diamond Platinum's event at his house, you basically mentioned that my dress was too short, you know. And Zari's reasoning was saying that this is like an Arabian night. Arabian women don't dress that way. And Annie had the shortest dress, like you could literally see her little bum hair, and it was fine. If she's comfortable in it, it is her thing, you know. But yeah, so Zari was just like, she didn't stick to the theme, blah 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 and stuff. So Annie was insulted by Zari pointing that out. So in that moment, Zari, being the woman that she is, I love her, can you tell? So yes, in that moment, Zari actually apologizes to Annie wholeheartedly. I'm sorry if I offended you. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable or whatever it is, blah blah blah. They make peace for that moment and they move on, right? So Nadia Nakai arrives, and I'm pointing this out because a lot of females like to inherit beef, eh? Inherit beef, number one, or number two, just start to have issues with women that you have no business having issues with. You feel me? So at this point, you know, Katie also points out while Zari is there that, oh, Diamond is kind of feeling Nadia, and then he invited you over to his house. I was a little bit awkward, blah 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 and whatever. And then Nadia is like, yeah, I can't even compete with Zari, you're like a whole lot of women and whatever it is and stuff. So in this moment, Nadia has feelings towards Zari, but she doesn't, like, how do I say this, like those type of feelings that she was having was not really holding water, because she doesn't know Zari enough to have issues with her, but she had an issue with Zari because of Diamond. And let's just be real, that's where the whole issue that Nadia had pertaining to Zari, that's where it started. Diamond was in the middle, and younger unhealed me would understand, but today I'm just like, no baby, let's move on, eh? Let's just move on from things like that. But yes, the next scene that stood out for me in this episode was when Naked had a conversation with Kanye, and Kanye came with this whole agenda of, Naked, you're my brother, you never introduced this girl to me, now I'm around her and all I hear is that you guys are having problems, whatever it is. Your relationship is a roller coaster, man. Your relationship is very thermal, man. And she's just going in. And then Naked humbled her, and I was living for that moment, because it seems like not a lot of people can actually humble Kanye, but Naked definitely did. But he was very grown, very collected and very calm about it. I wanted to say that I appreciated his choice of words, I mean for the most part, but there were certain digs that he took at her, like, I don't know when is the next time I'm going to see you in a new Lambo, I've never met this guy that you're dating, now all of a sudden he's just like a genie that popped out of nowhere, you know. But yeah, so he was basically on the defense because of how Kanye came at him about his relationship. And I think because at the time he was also having issues with Kaylee, and they were not necessarily on the best of terms. So he's already stressed about not really getting along with his girl, and now his sister is coming at him sideways, and he was not having it. Yo guys, Kanye broke down in public crying, "You're so mean, I'm sorry." But yeah, so she's like, "No, you're so mean, you're so horrible, blah, blah, blah." And I'm like, girl, you literally in everybody's business. Kanye was so messy this season. Messy. She was literally the bone carrier. Like, she would pick up something here and go tell that person, bone carrier, Kanye, this season. But yes, so episode 4 is when the African queens collide, okay? So Annie shares her joy. Or whatever it is when she brings Tubaba around the whole group. Now on this scene, they were having this rooftop moment. It was cute. It was really, really cute. Okay, she shows up and she's glowing and she's happy, and you can see that her husband is in town, and honey, he has been taking care of her. It was all over her.